Instagram. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm over here on Instagram and I'm over here on YouTube. Hey, Cedar. So I had made an announcement on YouTube that I was going live at 9 o'clock. So I don't know if y'all seeing me over here or if y'all seeing me over here. So what did y'all do today? Better yet, better question. Where y'all from? That's what I want to know. Where y'all from? Tell me where y'all from. Where y'all live at? Where y'all live at? Where y'all live at? I'm up here in St. Louis and this weather is stupid. It's hot one day, it's cold the next day. You don't know what's going on here in St. Louis. It's just any, mini, miny, mo. Where y'all live at? And I'm sure I'm taking this down. That's why I told y'all to come in y'all pajamas. I got my pajamas on. Florida. I'm so jelly. I'm so jelly. I got on my pajama pants and my bonnet. I just got on my earrings so I won't look too crazy. So I won't be too crazy. But I am definitely going to come on here and answer some of y'all questions. So, Cedar, you the only person that answered. You live in Florida. I need to come and visit. I'm trying to see what they say. I ain't said nothing yet over here on YouTube, so I don't know where they live at. I don't know where they from. But Florida seems like they got some good weather. This weather has been so... You in Mississippi, Layla? You've been watching me since 2010. Hey, Layla Renee. Okay. I'm going to try this. Amaya. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm just probably messing that all up. But she lives in Vegas. So we got Florida. We got Vegas. We got Mississippi. We all hanging tonight. Y'all, this is originally from NYC, but recently moved to the Midwest. Girl, you left New York. That's the only place I want to be in the world, girl. Okay, good. I'm glad I said it right. That's the only place I want to be in the world is New York. The energy is off the chain in New York. New York makes me so happy. It makes me happy. But y'all, I know I am. Okay, I got some disclaimers. Meech, you supposed to be getting some rest, Meech. Hey, Meech. I got some disclaimers on here. Before I start, we are not leaving this up. Okay? We ain't leaving this up. This is a slumber party. I got some snacks. I got my water. Hey, Astonishing One. So, we gonna chit-chat. And when I told you, see, my fingernails are actually orange and gray, but over here they look green. But they orange. You can probably tell the further I get away. Okay, look. I wonder, should I tag Jackie in here? I was telling Jackie, thank you. Hey, Marie. So I was telling Jackie about the things that I wanted to share in this live. And they were ultra personal. Well, let me tell you how I started my new year. Started my new year, I had basically went and saged my house. I bought a candle for today. I wrote some things down, and then after that I took the paper up and then I burned it. I also stayed still, did meditation for 10 minutes. That's all I had. I was really trying. The more, if you guys are not into meditation, just start off with maybe 3 minutes, then work your way up to 5 minutes. Whatever you can work your way up to in meditation, just start there. Because if you stop, it's hard to get back to the meditation. It's hard for me to sit still for 10 minutes without me saying, this is my brain. Did you cut the oven off? Is the front door locked? You didn't make your bed. What you finna put on? What you eating for lunch? So my mind just started going everywhere. So I did a good 10 minutes today. I did a good 10 minutes. So that was some good meditation. After that, I made a few phone calls. It's my friend Mary's birthday today, so I don't know where she is. Jalita. I don't know where she is. Hey, Jocelyn. And there's Peaceful K. So I kind of chilled today. I went to work, came home, and I kind of did the same rituals again. I told y'all I was going to wear my pajamas. Did I show y'all my pajamas? Y'all see my pajamas? Do I need to get up? Because I don't think my leg going up. My leg used to go up. Leg cracking, honey. Oh, this leg is cracking. So I took my shower, got my pajamas, got my snacks so we could sit down and talk. So she's doing, Jackie, which is Black Blacker on YouTube, is doing a 90-day loving myself challenge. Hey, Nicole. She's doing a loving myself challenge. So I told her that a lot of this information that I was going to share tonight, I am going to wait, because this is an open platform. And back in the day, you could share a lot on social media. You just can't share the way you used to be able to share on social media. It's just different. It's different. People are different. Things are different. It's just different. So when she has her own private class, I am going to share. I told y'all to send me some questions, and y'all showed out. First question I got today was, do I have any advice on being your authentic self? That was a very good question. And I am going to say, the older that I get, the more that I learn that I probably lived maybe 4 or 5 different lifetimes. So hey, Robert. So when you asked me, I got on pajamas. We having a pajama party, but you invited. So when someone asks me questions about being my authentic self, you really got to peel yourself back like an onion, because who is really your authentic self? Like when you sit down and think about yourself and write down personality traits, a lot of that can change depending on the environment, right? They should not, but sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. My authentic self is helpful. My authentic self is quiet. Now you see the contrast in my authentic self. That was something I was gonna say for the class, but I could tell y'all. Let me wipe this off because I'm telling this. So I remember when I was starting school. When I started school many, many moons ago, I kind of invented a personality as a little kid. She was friendly, she was bubbly, she was fun, but really, I keep telling people I'm shy, Robert. Don't nobody believe that I'm shy. My best friends keep saying I'm not shy. I really am shy. Until my real name is Nikisha, right? People in my neighborhood call me Kitty. So when Nikisha kind of brought Kitty along, Kitty was kind of the life of the party. So when I think about my authentic self, I think about, it's a couple of things think about now that I'm an adult. Setting boundary is one, because you can say, I only do this, or I only like this, or I only whatever it is, and fill in the blank. But if you start pushing your own boundaries, you won't be authentic. You'll become someone else, right? Even on YouTube, I remember nobody was on here cussing. Everybody was prim and proper. So then I was kind of like, am I tripping? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I not being, liked because of, and at that time, that's when people were really coming along and getting brand deals and stuff like that. People were not messing with me like that. And it was because I was not all prim and proper and doing this and doing that. And the more I kept being myself, the more people was finding me, the more other people were finding me, more my tribe was finding me. But I had to be my authentic self, regardless of how other people felt about it. Being your authentic self, regardless of what people feel about it, stay true to yourself. I just mentioned you, Jackie. Jackie, which is Black Lacquer on YouTube, is on YouTube watching me. And a lot of these answers that I'm going to, if you guys sign up for her Loving Yourself challenge that's going to start, you will hear a lot of these. I love your personality. Thank you, Nicole. You will hear a lot of these answers to these questions, a lot of different answers to questions, and you guys will hear a lot of my questions that I wrote down for my New Year's resolutions that I'm really not comfortable sharing here because it's such an open platform that I really would like to share it in a closed space. So I'm really thinking about starting my membership group back up, but I'm definitely going to be in the Loving Yourself Challenge. I think it's going to be 30 days, and I am definitely going to be disclosing some things that I haven't. So how do you get comfortable being your authentic self? Tell yourself the truth. Even if you lie to other people, always tell yourself the truth. No matter how they feel about it, you always tell yourself the truth. That's the way I feel about it. Like, I can lie to you, but I'm gonna have to be honest with myself. And my truth is blah 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 blah. And this makes people uncomfortable. Having boundaries make people uncomfortable. But you gotta be, it's gonna be pushed back. Okay, the Loving Myself Challenge is pushed back to 328. 328. Okay, so guys, make sure you write that down. And whatever she posts about it, I'll be sharing it so you guys will know about it, right? I started doing her first Loving Myself challenge on YouTube. I think it was back in 2011, 2010, somewhere around that. The 90 days to transformation, I'm doing 4-1. Okay, so 328 and 4-1. So we got some work to do. And definitely, I'm telling you guys, doing this work when you're younger is much easier than doing this work when you're older. It's a whole nother ball game. These two are two separate things. Okay, so March 28th, you're starting the class, and April 1st, you're starting the class. I'm talking to her over here on YouTube, but I'm definitely giving y'all the information so y'all can come along for the ride because it's going to be amazing. I think her first challenge I've done with her was in 2010, somewhere like that. So I've been working with her for a while. Next question somebody asked was having problems being friends with women. I know y'all seen my video. It's probably about 10 years old now. And it talks about women. I don't trust women. Hold on. I don't trust women who don't have no girlfriends. Because you're going to try to make me your girlfriend. You ain't finna wear me out. Fuck wrong with you. You ain't got no friends. Where you been? So what's needed at times, the way you do not know. This way you don't know okay, that way you don't have no misunderstanding. Hey, you've been my subscriber for 10 plus years. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me that long. Thanks for hanging out with me that long. Setting boundaries. People don't talk about womanhood enough and how boundaries mold your space as a woman. Like, nobody had a conversation with me about boundaries. And it's okay to say no. And it is okay to not be pushed or pressured into a thing that you're not comfortable with. Okay, y'all, hold on. Loving Myself Challenge is 328 to 4-1. It's a preview. Okay, 328 to 4-1 is the preview. And the real class starts on 4-2. Is that correct? Because I'm going to be there. I love groups. As you can see, I'm a group girl. I love a good challenge. I love a good Loving Myself challenge. I love it, right? So we're talking about women not having friends. This is the thing about, now some people may not have a lot of friends. I've been blessed to have a lot of friends. Okay, perfect. I've been blessed to have a lot of girlfriends, right? Like sisterhood girlfriends. And no diss if you don't have a lot of friends. But if you don't have no girlfriends, I don't want to be your only friend. No, okay, let me say this. I don't want to be your test crash dummy friend. And a lot of times when people don't trust other women, either you done had childhood hurt, your mama shady, your ass may be shady. You've seen some backstabbing stuff that went on, but I don't see how that'll stop you from having a sister circle, at least having a sister line where you got one good close girlfriend. But a lot of times if you don't have a lot of girlfriends, I got white out under my nails. If you don't have a lot of girlfriends, a lot of times you kind of got to step back and look at yourself. How many times do you check yourself? Like literally check yourself. My friend, I got maybe 3 friends that I call this in the pocket. Jackie, one of my pocket friends. I would call her and be like, girl, I done got out of pocket. Look at my niece. I done got out of pocket. Houston chicks think that it's hard letting girlfriend. It's hard meeting girls there. You know what? It's something about St. Louis. I'm not a St. Louis. I crave sisterhood. I grew up with boys. Me too. It's something about moving to St. Louis from Illinois that I just really couldn't understand. People think it's nice to be mean. They think it's nice to be arrogant. They think it's nice to not speak. Because, we walk in the room, we more like Mississippi people. We got that Southern hospitality in East St. Louis. We walk in the room, we going to be like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? That's a cute shirt. How you doing? Da-da-da-da-da. But people in St. Louis will walk in the room and won't speak. Y'all think this New York, this ain't nothing but St. Louis. I mean, it's an attitude that I had never seen before, honey. I just couldn't wait. Hey, Darylyn. I just could not wait for me to see, was it me tripping? So I had to ask, that's how Atlanta is. Girl, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like when women don't speak to other women. I don't like when other women are arguing. I don't like when women are in competition for jobs. I don't like none of that. I don't like... I already know I'm finna go too far tonight, so that's why I got on my pajamas and my bonnet. I'm not saving this video. I don't like when women backdoor other women. I don't like when people say, take it up with your man. Everybody on her boyfriend better not be cheating with me. Because I wouldn't know it, but I'm telling on me, I'm telling on him, I'm telling on his mama, I'm telling on everybody. I'm telling on everybody involved. Because she's another woman. I'm not going to be disrespectful to another woman. I'm not. So if you ask me, I'm telling. I ain't never talking about take it up with him. What the fuck I look like? I'm talking to you. Shit. So I thought it was me. Nah, Nicole, it's not you. It's not you. When you are genuine in what you do, when you genuine in who you are, it disrupts people. You know what I'm saying? It disrupts. It disrupts. I had someone to ask me to do them a favor. It wasn't no big favor. Ride and see. She wanted me to ride over her house to see if her garage door was down. I didn't even think nothing about it. I got a truck and I got 4-wheel drive. Didn't even think nothing about it. I just did it, right? And my friend was saying, why you go there? Because she asked me. I mean, like, I didn't even think about it. And the reason I didn't think about it is because she was out of town. Why wouldn't I go? Like, I think, too, people really will call you a friend until it's time to need them or disrupt what's going on or get them off. And what I mean by that, disrupt what's going on. It's easy to be a friend when you don't need shit. It's easy for people to talk to you on the phone or, kiki or whatever. But when it comes to the wire, how many people can you really call? How many people coming? How many people coming because you feel away? How many people coming because, you need $1. You need a ride. You need a this or you need a that. People will call you friends, but you really don't know who your friend is until you need some shit, unfortunately. Or till some shit hit the fan, or somebody got to defend your name or defend your honor. So when I hear women saying, oh, I don't fuck with women, I don't fuck with women. Note to self, you don't fuck with her too thick. Because if this bitch can't hold no friend, she can do something to you too. Be mindful. So the question was, you have a problem with having women friends. If you cannot find a sister circle where you live, I met most of my friends online. I met a lot of my friends online. I got a gang of friends that I met online. So they live in other states and they live in other countries. I ain't got no problem with coming over somebody's house. Y'all remember when I met Taryn for the first time? I was like, I'm finna come stay at your house. Some of my baby. I told Taryn I was finna come stay at her house. I said, I'm coming to New York and I think I'm finna come over your house. I've been talking to you for 10 years. Shit, I'm finna come over your house. Flew my ass to New York and went right over her house. Most of my friends I met online. So if you can't find your sister circle here, and then I'm intentional about my friends. I seen Black Lacquer on YouTube in 2008. I was like, 2007, 2008. I was like, yep, she finna be my friend. I knew all my friends I met online, I made them my friends. Yep, I'm still in touch with her. I am actually going down this summer and hanging out. So I will be down there this summer. I am going to Nina's. Y'all know Nina, beautiful brown baby doll. Most of my friends I met on YouTube. And that's my baby sister. I was in her wedding. Me and Jackie talking about hooking up for her birthday in July. So my friends I meet online, I have to have frequent flyer miles to kind of get to them because they live in other places. So if you cannot find your sister circle where you physically live, you can meet people online or in groups, or you see they comment under somebody's post. You may go follow them. After a while, it just kind of strikes up a conversation. And that's how I met friends. I mean, like, I just be meeting friends. I don't know. And I think that probably is with me being an only child, too. I think that is awesome, Nicole, because I think that for me, this whole online thing was so new and so authentic that I saw other authentic women. And I was like, oh, she do makeup cute. Show me how to do my eyebrows. Pa-pow. Black Lacquer made me a whole video on how to do my eyebrows. Oh, honey, said you good. Aries girl, this is one of, did you, I ain't gonna say that. Somebody asked me this question. So, I just set out to who I want to be friends with and just basically, I just became their friend. Basically found things that we had alike and became their friend. My two best friends are married and I'm the divorced one. I'm coming to that. We can do that now. We can take that question now, right? What do you do when all your friends are in a relationship and you are single? Hey, LJ. So, this is my advice. If you got all married friends and you are single, hey, Liz Marie, and you are single, what I would definitely say to you is that I'm probably not the one that you don't, yeah, remember y'all, send me some hearts and hit the thumbs up. I don't never say that, do I? I'm getting better. Send me some hearts and hit the thumbs up. Comment, rate, and subscribe. I'm probably not the one to answer this question because I don't care if I'm in love. I don't care if he knew. I don't care if he owed. I don't care. Like, I just don't care. Thanks, Nicole. I just don't care. I'm still going to see my friends the way I see my friends. Now, I know that a lot of women say that's a masculine trait, right? Because if men play ball on Friday, they don't give a damn if your mama died. They going to play ball on Friday. That's what they do. They don't alter their plans. We get a boyfriend and be like, girl, I don't know. Let me see what he got to do. If he didn't say y'all was going nowhere on Tuesday, y'all evidently ain't going nowhere on Tuesday. We lose our whole identity and our whole self and our whole life in our relationship. So don't ask me because I'm going to go. I don't give a damn. I will leave him there in the bed and come back. I don't know. Don't ask me, girl. Don't ask me, girl. Hey, Deshelle. Don't ask me because I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Because when he break up, my friends gonna be there. When I met him, my friends was there. When we get married, my friends were there. Or if he married somebody else, my friends was be there. We friends for real, girl. My friends are still gonna be there. So I don't know. I don't know. And it's the truth. Don't let these men last minute your ass. Don't let nobody come up on you, pull up on you, and be like, oh, tomorrow you want to do this? Oh, I got plans. Because people think you really sitting around waiting on their ass. You ain't got shit to do but wait to be chose. That girl, I used to go. Do y'all remember this? I would see how long y'all been around. When I had the gray Hyundai Sonata. And if your man don't watch, like your friends, watch him. Baby, I'm Carrie Bradshaw when it comes to my friends. Me, Miranda, Charlotte, and Samantha gonna sit around at this table and we gonna do what we do. That's how we get down. We gonna do what we do. Baby, remember I had the great Hyundai Sonata. And I used to go with this guy. We're gonna call him D. I got dressed one night. I got mad at him. I got dressed one night and went up to the 7-Eleven and called Jackie. And bought like $40 worth of scratch offs. And I was just standing there talking, bought me a cup of coffee, and I was just talking to people that work at 7-Eleven at the counter, scratching my tickets. Act like I went out to the club. Why did I do that? It was so late. I was so sleepy. But you don't think I got nothing to do. So I got dressed and went to the 7-Eleven. Girl, thank God for my 30s. Oh, I used to act a fool. A whole fool. You and Taryn videos. I love Taryn. And Jennifer Rose. I'm going to Jersey to see Jennifer Rose. So I got dressed, went to 7-Eleven, called Jackie, drunk coffee, and got scratch up. Yeah, you remember that. And I got them scratch off tickets. I used to go to Walgreens. Y'all remember I used to go to Walgreens all the time? I'd be at the bank, I'd be at Walgreens, and I'd be buying scratch off tickets. So I would just act like I was going somewhere because I don't want you to think I ain't got nothing to do. And all my friends was in love, so you don't think I got nothing to do? I wanted to go out and go somewhere, and you gonna tell me you tired. You not gonna take me out? You sure right. I'm pulling up on you. Put some respect on my name. Girl, I got clean as a fool. Went up to the 7-Eleven. Girl. And I know didn't nobody tell him because he wasn't familiar with the neighborhood. He didn't know about it. But I said that to say, make sure you have outside life. Okay? Now, next question y'all asked me about being an empty nester. The thing is, it was hard. I remember that, Jackie. It is hard when your children grow up. Because your whole life revolves around your children, especially if you are a single parent, right? So I remember getting up in the morning, getting the kid, getting this one to this school, getting this to this school. If they leave their lunch, I got to bring their lunch. Somebody gets sick, I go pick them up. Somebody got a game, I gotta go. Somebody got practice, I gotta go. Somebody cheering, I gotta go. Somebody got football, I gotta go. Somebody reading poetry, I gotta go. Somebody got a Christmas program, and this one got a Christmas program. It was just always something. Then one day, they was grown. I don't know what the hell happened. I woke up, and they was grown. They was just grown. So it was like, I can stay out late. I don't got to get up and take nobody to school. Wait a minute. So a lot of my friends are having a problem with transitioning over from being a full-time mom to being a full-time empty nester. This is what I'm telling y'all. Don't get so distracted being up in people's faces that you forget you have a life outside of the people's faces in the house. Because at this stage in the game, men are dying. Quick. Hope y'all got some life insurance. If y'all don't, contact me because I'm y'all life insurance agent. But these men are dying, right? And they're dying quicker than we are dying, right? So after you done dissed all your friends and this man died, don't nobody want to be your friend no more. So make sure that you keep your connections. You ain't got to hang out every day. You ain't got to talk on the phone every day. You ain't got to do none of that. But you still keep your connections because these kids are going to be grown and they're going to be gone with their friends. They're going to be out in these streets. They're going to be kicking it. And you're going to be sitting at home trying to figure out who you are, what you like. And I always tell women the same thing. Start off with 10 things that you like to do for yourself. If you can, most women stop at 5 and they say shit like, I like cooking for my family, or I like, girl, wait a minute. Is this Empress? I need to screenshot this. I love Empress K. So make sure that you keep a life of your own. Make sure that you have something outside of these relationships, because once these relationships end, or the person, even if they don't end, you still need a life outside of another human being. I don't care. I needed a life outside of my kids. Remember, y'all, when my kids were younger, and I used to get off work, I lived in a townhouse, I'll come through the door and I run upstairs, go in the bathroom. Every day, I did the same thing. I put my purse down, run upstairs, go to the bathroom. I sat in that bathroom every day for an hour. I would sit in that bathroom, I would run me a bath water, and I would get me a book and I would read for about an hour. And then I would come out and be ready to be mommy. But I had to do the transition of being by myself, decompressing, and getting it together. You have to maintain your identity. Look, let me tell you something. We are taught as women, right, that we need to belong to somebody. We came out the womb belonging to somebody. We came out belonging to ourselves and the Most High. Even your children come through you, but they don't belong to you. And we have this thing with ownership. That's my man, that's my woman, that's my. Truth is, don't nobody own nobody. You got the freedom to move around the way you want to move around, right? But the thing is, we get so tied up in our children's identity. We get so tied up in our boyfriends and our husbands that we forget that we have a whole person. We're a whole person. That we are not loving, we are not nurturing, and we're not taken care of. So don't get so lost in being someone's that you forget who you are and who you belong to, right? We forget who we belong to because we're so excited about belonging to somebody. Kids would never come, act stuff, and they would never stop. Yeah. Your kids, my kids didn't give a damn about me making no videos. Remember when they were little? Mom, I'm like, don't y'all see me? Hold on, y'all. Then I'll be like, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Them kids. I started making videos, I think they were 6 and 10. They'll be 21 and 25 this year. So just imagine. And hit the video and go handle the thing. Then you go in the video. I'm like, look, y'all, I gotta go because I gotta go do this. I'll be back. But now they're 21 and 25. What if I didn't have a life for myself? What if I didn't have an identity for myself? I would be lost. But you have to find a balance because they have to feel wanted, they have to feel loved, they have to feel nurtured, but you still have to find time to take care of yourself, right? And you think of these 24 hours in a day, can I just get 1 hour to take care of myself? Parenting was hard for me. My children were perfect. I couldn't ask for no better children. I just couldn't. My children gave me damn near 0 to no problems at all. Like, they were really good kids because God knew parenting was hard for me. It was just hard. The whole dynamic was just hard. The fact that I think I've been responsible for too long for too many people. By the time I had kids, I think I was already burnt out because y'all know it's 6 of us. So I don't know how they made it. They made it by the grace of God. I had really good kids, but I also knew that one day they would be leaving, and I knew one day I wanted to have a life for myself, and I knew that it was important for me to, even in relationships, I make an extra effort in relationships to maintain my identity outside of another person. You know, and people always say, well, see, if you want to get married, you know, God said become one. I'm going to always be this person. Like, but this person. Like, girl, stop telling me shit that I don't want to hear. But the truth is, I still have to maintain my identity. Your daughter was so sweet. I remember when a girl was trying to, talk about her at school. Girl. See, this is how you know people been with me a long time. My daughter had to be about in the 4th grade, and this big old girl had tried to jump all up. And that's when I had the BMW. I had opened that sunroof. I had put on Tupac. I went over there, and it was fine. But, baby, I was going to go over there and rock their socks over there, baby. She was fine. You know, everybody keeps saying that they miss me so much when I took a break. Y'all miss me so much when I took a break. Let's talk about breaks in social media. Let's talk about breaks, right? you give so much of yourself on social media that you can become exhausted, right? And you're doing it for the love of it. Hey, you're doing it for the love of it, and you're doing it because you like it, right? You're doing it because it's fun, and then it became a chore, then it became a business, then it became a thing, and then everybody respond, and then I gotta respond back to people like, this feel like a job. I used to really have fun over here, right? So you're doing all this stuff, and you're doing it every day. You're doing it with no compensation. You're doing it just on the strength. And then it's like, let me find me something else to do. And I started really kind of taking breaks, because I had remember guys, I wrote the book, then I wrote the small guide about social media, then I started teaching social media classes, then I started doing retreats. I was just always doing something. Then I started doing Soul Food Sunday, and that was an event in our area where every month we have poetry and food and live music, and the proceeds we find a foundation in the city of East St. Louis to give 10% of whatever we made for that night. So we used to do that. We did that for years. So in between the breaks, I was just doing so much, but I'm always going to come back to YouTube because it was my very first love. It was my very first platform. YouTube was so tight that you also did some outreach with your cousin. Girl, I was all like, if I could just do outreach work, that's what I would do every day. And I always kept y'all in the loop. I did. Whatever I had going on, I was like, hey, y'all, I'm doing this. Hey, y'all want to come out? Hey, y'all want to donate? Hey, y'all, just letting y'all know, hey, y'all, they're giving this away. Hey, y'all, put y'all kids in this. Hey, y'all. So I was always kind of, it coming back around because this was my home. It just got vandalized a little bit. Because everybody wanted to be a vlogger. Everybody wanted to YouTube. So then you start finding trolls. And then it wasn't the same. Old school YouTube, this will never be old school YouTube. Never be old school YouTube. So while I'm on the topic of relationships, one question was, how do you be in a relationship and still maintain your friendships and your social life? Like I just told you, everything needs to be prioritized. Now, when you are in a relationship, you do have to actually put, effort in it. You didn't? So for me, I'm pretty good with time management, and I'm pretty good with relationships, and I'm pretty good with kind of, my guy is going to know that I love and care about him. My friends are going to know that I love and care about them. My children are going to know that I love and care about them. But that's also when you set boundaries. Because a lot of times women get in a relationship, and I'm just going to say it, y'all forget y'all got kids. Y'all drop them kids off with y'all mamas. Y'all be sitting up in that man face. And then when Miss New Booty come, then you come back talking about, hey, fuck you then. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of deal. So it's very important to set boundaries, and it's very important to give everybody their time. But while you're giving your kids time, while you're giving your man time, while you're giving your friends time, don't forget to take care of yourself. And I'm not talking about going to the nail shop. Everybody keep talking about going to the nail shop, get your hair done. No, that's just maintenance. You need to sit by yourself. You need to go and do some grounding. Walk outside barefooted. It's grounding. Just go hug a tree. You know what I'm saying? Go sit outside. Go read a book. Do people still read? Read a book. Get in your sister circle. Start a sister circle. Start a book club. I mean, like, do something that's just for you. That has nothing to do with him. That has nothing to do with them kids. They don't got nothing to do with nobody but just you. Go to yoga class. I love yoga class. I started taking my kids when they were very young too. But do something that's just for you. Because when you start doing stuff for everybody else and nothing for you, you start feeling cheated. And it just ain't cool. We would put everything on the back burner that got to do with us. My friend was saying something was wrong with her teeth. I said, but I bet you if it was your daughter's teeth, that tooth would have been fixed already. You know what I'm saying? She was like, yeah, because I had a toothache. Honey, go take care of your business. These kids ain't going to fall out if you do something for you. Because y'all remember, okay, I'm jumping subjects. I'm going to have to tell y'all that later. Tell y'all that later. So funny. Question. Somebody else about plastic surgery. My feelings about plastic surgery. I am a plastic surgery advocate. But I would definitely say I don't know how y'all gonna feel about this. I was always scared that I was gonna die on the table. And I was like, if I die, I want my kids to be grown. So I waited till my daughter was grown before I went and got a tummy tuck. And y'all stop getting plastic surgery and ain't got no damn life insurance. Because y'all get stuck over here wherever y'all had this surgery at. And then your mama asking me to give her some money to fly y'all ass home. Stop flying places. And then ain't got no insurance to get your ass home because you done died somewhere. Stop doing that. Another thing, somebody asked, what do you think about people going outside the country and get plastic surgery? Now, when I first started talking about plastic surgery, they didn't have like places that they got now. They got all these places now in Florida and all that. They didn't have all them places in Florida when I first started talking about it. Hey, we having this is a pajama. Actually, you weren't even invited. This is a slumber party. I got on my pajamas. See, this is a pajama party. You could come, but I told y'all earlier we having a pajama party. Your wife didn't tell you supposed to have on your pajamas. Look at my uncle. He on Instagram. So, if you decide to go and have plastic surgery, a couple things. When I decided to go have plastic surgery, I didn't have a conversation with anybody. It had value. I didn't have a conversation with anybody. I just went up and went because that's how I operate. And then I was getting mad because other people was calling other people, telling other people that I had a tummy tuck. First of all, didn't nobody give me a nickel on nothing. Didn't nobody babysit nobody. Didn't nobody have to drive me to the airport. I did all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of feeling away because I'm the one who been telling y'all for years, ooh, when these kids get grown, I get a tummy tuck. When these kids get, so I already announced it. I didn't sneak and go, but you know, grown people do whatever the grown people want to do. So I had a couple of lessons from that. My first lesson was, regardless of whatever you're gonna do, somebody's gonna have something to say about it. Second one was, do not go broke trying to go and get no surgery done. Okay. 3, stop taking. See, I'm glad my friend Jackie always laughed because I said I'm very aware when I go too far or when I'm finna go too far, and I'm finna go too far right now. Stop taking your big ass over there and get surgery before you lose weight. Get your ass somewhere and lose weight. Your ass is too fat. You're gonna look like a big gorilla with a waist trainer. Do something about them back titties. You're gonna have to lose weight. And there's a lot of people who tell you, ooh, such and such say they take your BMI. No. Try to go to a surgeon who looks at your BMI and wants you to be at least under a 33. Was that shit hard? Yeah. Because I had to lose some weight. I was a boom boom tornado over here. When my grandmama died, I had got up to like 218, 220. I had to get to like 185. Y'all, I was eating tuna fish pepper, and a piece of lettuce. I would eat that. I was eating beets because my hemo was low, so I was over eating beets. I was eating grapes. I mean, like, I had to really lose weight. I was wrapped up in Aberdeen. What is it? Aberdeen? Abilene, and saran wrap all over my body. I was just wrapped up all over my body because I had to lose 185 pounds. And then when you go have these surgeries, leave your insurance papers out just in case you die. People don't want to be digging through your insurance stuff trying to find out if you got a policy and who it's with. So when I knew when I was going to live, I left all my stuff laying out. Just in case I didn't get home, y'all could ship me back here. I got enough insurance. I had enough insurance. Somebody can walk me back here on their back. Okay? So I won't worry about that. Next question is, don't wait till you get too fucking old, but make sure you got a will in place just in case you die. Because it's a bunch of y'all dying from this surgery and ain't got no will in place or no insurance. Make sure you get something in place, okay? Make sure you get something in place. ASAP. Hey, Karen. Hey, September. So make sure that you get that in order. So another question y'all asked me about, was I nervous about going? No. I wasn't nervous about going, but I ain't hardly nervous about stuff like that. This is my thing. You only have one life. When you die, you ain't coming back. Whatever you want to do in this life, you better fucking find a way to do it. Glad you came, Karen. You better find a way to do it. Because these years gonna fly by. When y'all met me, I was in my 30s. I'm finna be 50, right? So just think about how, when y'all see my kids grow up, y'all like, oh, I remember when they started school. I remember they both grown now. That's how fast, if you don't have a concept about how fast time is, just think about other people's kids and how quick they grow up. This is actually a slumber party, our spring equinox slumber party. And we just talking about a bunch of stuff, but I told you guys to ask me questions. So I'm just reading off the questions that I wrote down that you guys asked. So, and then too, don't go get no surgery because somebody wants you to get it, or you getting it for a man, or you know, get it for yourself. Make sure that's, because the healing is no joke. Make sure you do it for yourself. Somebody else asked me, do I regret it? Nah. No. Now, you know, black people, in the black society, plastic surgery is a big deal, right? Like, it's a thing, right? I've been getting shit done since the early 90s, so I don't care nothing about it. I didn't even have no kids, so I don't care nothing about it. Nothing, right? But when you start having children, and you got children in the age bracket of, if something happens to you, they got to go somewhere, that kind of makes you nervous. Yeah, me and Taryn would sit up and talk about this. I haven't talked to her today, but we would definitely celebrate New Year's, which is spring equinox. I had another friend, Taryn, Jackie, we would all like do a New Year's thing because this is our New Year's. Spring equinox is our New Year's. Aries is the first zodiac sign, like in real life. Aries is not the first zodiac sign for play. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole little paragraph I'll post about it later on social media, but this is New Year's. There's no way that New Year's could have started when everything in the world is dead. That's why you got the birds out here mating, you got spring cleaning, you got everything going on sale, you got just life is happening. Life is happening in the springtime. It's happening in the springtime. What else I asking about this surgery? I'm going to tell the whole surgery story in the Loving Myself Challenge, because I did have a situation. I had a situation over there. Let me tell you about it. Do I regret not getting? No, because everybody I know who had surgery in the States look like SpongeBob SquarePants. The fuck? I'm always saying something stupid. They look like SpongeBob SquarePants because people here they don't give you a waist. Oh, you look like them. I don't give you a waist over here. And another thing they're doing is ab sculpting. Did y'all know they do ab sculpting? They do ab sculpting in other countries different than they do it here. When you get ab sculpting done in other countries, your stomach look like this. Like you got a six-pack. You can actually see it. It looks like a six-pack. When you get your abs done here and they contour that muscle like they're making you a six-pack, your stomach is going to look like a bed that got some balled up covers up under it. So y'all asking me, did I get ab sculpting? Hell no. You can ab sculpting only works when your body tight. I got bad connection. Ab sculpting only works when you are rock. You need to be like 140, maybe 160, a straight muscle. You cannot do that shit when you got this shit. No. Your body got to be tight. Because if not, if I take this towel and put it up under here and put some more cover up under here, that's how your shit gonna look. It's not gonna look like a muscle. It's gonna look like an unmade bed. I don't like that. The only way I would get ab sculpting is my body was hella tight, period. My thing is when they're matching up. And see, don't make me fall out of this chair. Another thing, if your legs and your thighs and your ass don't match, send it back. Send it back. I don't even recognize Cardi B anymore. Work she got done. She's not even 30. I want to talk about that because I'm talking about Botox too. Womb cleaning. You guys remember I used to sell yoni eggs. And I did those vaginal cleanse, those womb pearl things. I'm going to talk about that in the class too because, honey, ooh, I got a story about that. But every season, I would go and get a colonic and I would go get a womb steam. And I haven't done it this spring. Actually, I haven't done it in a couple of springs because of the pandemic. But before this spring is out, I'm going to get a womb cleanse and I'm going to get a colonic. For sure. Now, this is the thing. People try to do preventative Botox where they start getting it early in their 20s or 30s, right? So they don't have to worry about things when they get older. Now, I'm just not opposed to, hey hoops, I ain't opposed to too much of nothing. Now, I have a friend who has a 21-year-old and they are constantly getting Botox and shit. I think it's too early, but I mean, I just think it's too early. So wait a minute. Have you seen the Braxtons when they were sitting on that thing? She asked me about the womb cleanse. You can actually buy some stuff and you can buy the little pot thing and do it yourself, but I like to go to a place and get a JJ steam. Baby. Let me pop my mouth. When I went over to get my tummy tuck, I was getting Botox. And I was going to get my teeth fixed. The problem, it was the height of COVID. And they was like, if you go get your teeth fixed first, somebody breathed on you. And then herbs. Then somebody gives you, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what you asking. It's just different herbs. And also you take some orally as well. But I was going to get my teeth done and get some Botox. But they were like, look, if somebody breathes on you and you get COVID, you ain't going to be able to get your tummy tuck. I came for the tummy tuck. The teeth and the Botox was just going to be extra. But I came for the tummy tuck, so I wasn't leaving without. But, girl, yeah, because when you get older, the fat in your face, I don't have any fat in my face. So people go and get, I don't want my face looking like a Muppet. I don't want that. But I don't have no fat in my face. I just don't have fat in my face. Because the older you get, the fat in your face leaves. People don't talk about that. Like my daughter be wearing this highlight. I said, hey, don't do that. Because you're too young. And if you do it with this finger here. Because you don't want to start pulling and then start having them dark circles when you don't have them already. Right? So just things that are when you wash your face. Don't be washing your face down. Wash your face up. Just stuff like that that will help you maintain youth. But, I mean, when you get old, you're just going to get old. And, I mean, like, and people talk, look at Angela Bassett. All them motherfuckers done had something done to their face. I don't care who. Show me somebody. They all done had something done to their face. I don't care what none of y'all say. I remember Diane Carroll was talking about her plastic surgery. I said, I likes when an older woman tell the truth. And they could say, black don't crack, but I mean, do something. It may not be cracking, but it's going to do something. It's going to age. So when you see people on TV, or if you know, be thinking, oh, look at such and such. They were talking about Lala Anthony. Baby, Lala Anthony nose. She had a bell pepper nose, just like mine. Remember Lala nose? Lala got her new nose, right? So everybody's saying, Lala ain't got no place. Lala got a whole new nose, and I'm here for the nose. And if they didn't have to break my nose with that metal thing, I'd have been got my nose fixed. My nose got broke. I remember who was Sugar. Sugar was like, I just love your nose. You got a Cabbage Patch nose. My nose was broke in a fight. It was broke. So I was thinking about getting it fixed. Because it kind of go over to one side, but you can't really tell it. Let's just show it to you. That kind of thing. I wanted some bigger lips. I mean, like, I could just write it. Oh, and my number 11s. I've been frowning so long, look. Because I be like. So, if I just had to think of some things to just kind of go and get done. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. I'm for the shits. But I'm not going back to get none. Some got to be wrong for me to get some surgery. Like, if you hear about me going to get something done, some is wrong. Some is off. Some is off. Yeah, I'm with shit. Like, they could feel me up right here. But see, I'm also scared of my face not moving. That makes me nervous about my face not moving. So, I wanted to go get some. I was going to get this lipo. I was going to get my chin lipo. I was going to get that fat between my thighs lipo, but my hemo was too low, so they didn't do that. So y'all asked me, was I opposed to plastic surgery? No. I feel like this. If it's something about yourself you can fix, and you fixing it for yourself, then fix it for yourself. I mean, like, you only got one self. You know what I'm saying? Like, fix it if you don't like it. If you like it, and somebody else don't like it, that's their problem. That's not your problem. But it's stuff about yourself that you see that you can kind of tune up and maintain. Tune up and maintain, because Cardi B got them teeth fixed, and I'm here for the shit. I'm here for the shit. And I said I was going this year to go. I think I'm going to go when I turn 50. I think I'm going to go when I turn 50, and I'm going to get some maintenance done. So, look for that. Look for that. Look for that. That's next year. Okay, whatever. Just trying to read these questions. You scared? If you're scared, go to church, because the remix hurt. Girl, I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. Girl, I would do almost anything. Like, I'm the girl. If you want to find your friend who'll jump out of an airplane with you, you want to go skydiving, you want to go snorkeling, call me. I'm with shit. Like, I stay with shit. So, yeah, I wasn't scared. But I knew for sure that that was something that I was doing for myself. I knew that was a very selfish act, because it was something that I wanted to do for myself that did not involve another human being. And I didn't care who liked it. Look at my friend. Twin, Tom. I didn't care who liked it. I didn't care who didn't like it. People always got something to say. It's going to be, oh, you know, her hair fake, or oh, you know, her eyelashes fake, Oh, you know she got a tummy tuck. Oh, you know she got. You better go on and do it, because if they had the courage and the money, they would do it too. Like, you only got one body, and if you fuck that one up, pay to get it fixed. That's how I feel about it. Like, I don't. I'm probably not the one to ask about that. I'm with shit. Now it's some shit I ain't with. You know what I'm saying? It's maybe some shit that y'all with that I'm not. But I would definitely go, because I think too, as being a mother, you put so much time and effort in your kids that a lot of times you don't realize your ass is fat. Like, you don't even know when you got fat. You just woke up fat. And I'm not delusional. Like, a lot of people are delusional. I'm thick. No, y'all remember I made that video, thick versus fat? It was on World Star Hip Hop too. I know when I was fat, all this jingly shit. No, you fat. Like, you fat, and it's only certain types. It's only certain body types. Like, okay, like girls who have really huge breasts usually have flat butts. Girls who have really small breasts usually have low butts. If they short, this is the shit you learn hanging with a whole bunch of boys. Because I found this to be true. So if they have little bitty breasts, they got low butts, like heart shaped butts. But if they tall with little bitty breasts, they usually have a square butt. Like, it don't be like a pow. It be like this, but it be like that. Girls who got little waists and big butts usually have big thighs and skinny calves and small breasts. Like, this is, I don't know where it come from, but this is a real life thing. Like, I didn't know it was a thing, but it was a thing. Like, I learned from all my cousins. They would say, yeah, because you know this, and then I was thinking, girls with big calves usually have big titties. I didn't know that was a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. I didn't know it was a thing. It was a thing. And you don't know, like, growing up, unless you know, like, grew up around a lot of boys, you would hear them talk about stuff like that. But the more you pay attention to people, so those girls who had the big breasts may want to go get them smaller, or the girls who had the big butt, they may go get lipo. Now they got calf implants. I didn't know they had calf implants. I went to Vegas and the lady asked me, was my calves real? I said, girl, if I had some money to get some calves, I would have bought me a ass and give this stomach. You think I'm gonna go buy some calves? No, these my real damn legs. I ain't got no money for that. She said it's calf implants. I didn't know, but calf implants is out. Calf implants out. And I have big calves. I don't have big legs. Like, I got a big top muscle, but it's like a baseball bat. If your legs is big and they big all the way down, then you got big ankles and baby knees. That's a thing. I didn't make this up. Hey Don, hey Tosh, I didn't make this up. That's a real life thing. So I don't have big legs. I got big calves. But if you got big legs that all the way down, then you'll have a cankle and baby knees, like Cabbage Patch knees. I don't know why that's a thing, but it's a thing. I don't even know where it came from, but I have been finding it to be true. I've been finding it to be true. So the things about yourself that you don't like, they have baby knees, like Cabbage Patch knees. So all my boyfriends, if they would hear me talk about it, they would get mad. They wouldn't want me. I don't give a damn if they wanted me to have surgery or not. It wasn't no conversation. Because they can leave me tomorrow and I'm still over here. Where are these boyfriends at? I don't know where they at. That's why you have to do stuff for yourself when you want to. But he said, bitch, he cheating on you anyway. Go on, do what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, my friend Don knew. Like, I just had certain friends that I was like, hey, I'm finna get ready to go. And just where I'm going to be. Y'all can call me, whatever. I told a small set of friends. And I just went and went. But I get the same thing when I got a breast reduction at 20. I ain't tell nobody where I was. The only reason they found out is because I got pneumonia. I didn't know I ain't supposed to wash my hair and have surgery the same day. Duh. Went over there. to have surgery and caught pneumonia. Oh. And then I had to stay in the hospital, and that's how everybody found out. I didn't even tell nobody. I had insurance. I didn't have to tell nobody. I had Prudential. They was going to pay. I didn't tell my mama. But she ended up finding out because I got pneumonia. So, plastic surgery questions. I don't care who felt the way about it. Only people I was really worried about is my children. I had to convince them, which I wasn't sure of if I was coming back or not. But I actually ended up coming back, and everything ended up fine. Well, it didn't end up fine, but I'm going to tell y'all that story when we get in the group. But, yeah, I ain't died or nothing. I didn't die. So, y'all asked me, do I regret it? No. Would I do it again? Yes. Did I go with somebody? No and yes. I went by myself. I met this girl. I met this girl who I made my friend. Her name is Athena. I met her in one of those groups, and we are still tight to this day. And she was going to go before me. Her passport went back in time, so we ended up, her surgery ended up being right around the same time as mine. She went before me, and so she got her surgery like 2 or 3 days before me. And when I had first got surgery, then she took care of me. I took care of her when I first got there before surgery. And then she took care of me because she was better by the time I had it. Girl, you have to be brave. I got YouTube and Instagram going. But this is the thing about bravery. I won't say I was brave. I knew, only death could keep me from it. My friend Dawn, I think she's still on her. She would tell you, I said, I don't give a damn. Man, I was like, I hope don't nobody die, because I'm not canceling my trip. I don't care what happened. These kids better keep themselves together until I get back. Only death can keep me from it, because this is the thing. When you get old on your deathbed, I got a few regrets. Not getting my tummy tuck wasn't going to be one of them. I may stayed at a job too long. I may stayed in this city too long. I may stayed in a bunch of stuff too long. But I was not finna stay with this stomach. Come what may, I was going. What would you say to someone who wanted to get a tummy tuck? Go do it. Go spend the money and go do it. But do not get ab sculpting if you ain't tight. Right? I think ab sculpting is for small, muscular women. Not small, like short. You can be tall, you can be short, whatever. But you don't want to go get a tummy tuck. If you got, what is it called? Is it visceral fat? I don't know. Fat. If you fat like this, if you a little mushy, no. You need to be, if you solid, then that's another thing. Because they look fake. Your stomach is going to look like a blanket that got a pillow up under it or some cover. Don't get ab sculpting unless you're a bodybuilder or you tight like a bodybuilder. Because your stomach will look like it's blankets up under your skin. It's not, it don't look like muscle. It look a fool. It don't look like muscle. So don't do that unless you got it together. Somebody just asked me, how am I feeling right now? Some of my stomach is still numb. Ab sculpting make people's stomach look like a pack of Hawaiian roll. Amethyst! See, you two people show out. That's what it looked like. It looked like, ain't no ab sculpting. If you got a layer of fat still left, ab sculpting only look right when they lay that back down there and it ain't no chunky monkey. And you can't have back titties and back rolls and shit and got an ab sculpt. It just don't match. You're not going to develop 6-pack abs and be loosey-goosey everywhere else. It's just not. No. My thing was, I did not want to look like a video vixen. I wanted to look like, damn, who mom is that? That's what I wanted to look like. I didn't want to look like I wasn't trying to be a young girl. I wasn't trying to be a 20-something. I didn't want to be no Luke dancer. I just wanted to be tight right. That's why I said, hey, I want to be made over. Make me look like I was looking. If I was looking like I'm supposed to be looking. Make it do what it do. So, yeah, that's what ended up happening. Saving money. Honey, look. I made a whole YouTube video about saving money, about not taking your credit cards with you, leaving your debit cards at home. I talked about the envelope system. I talked about actually taking, if you're not good at saving money, go to the bank and get 4 or 5 rolls of quarters, right? If you go get 5 rolls of quarters, there's $50 a pay period. May not sound like a lot, but at the end of the year, if you can save $100 a month, you done save $1,200 a year, right? You can really go somewhere with $1,200 if you know how to budget. So I would definitely tell you, if you're not good at saving money, just start off small. Just every pay period, don't go get $50. Go get 5 rolls of quarters, because you don't want to be nowhere busting open no quarters like a crackhead. So go get 5 rolls of quarters every time you get paid and save them. And if you're not good at saving money, another thing you can do is get an online bank. Have that money going direct deposit straight to the online bank so you don't see the money. Don't see the money. Okay. I am not the best at saving, so I'm just going to try to, give you what I can give you and show you some love. But I did a video about this a long time ago, and I'm sure that it is still in my YouTube video archive. So definitely go and look. I made a whole video about saving money. Can I get some extra ways about making money? I did a whole 100 ways. I did a class, 100 different ways to make money with no money down. So go and find that video. If you can't find it, let me know, and I'll definitely show you where it is. Oh Lord. When you break up with your boyfriend, how do you deal with his family? This is a good one. It's only 3 families, two families that I am very close to. One of my ex-boyfriend, he's deceased. His family and I have always been close, right? And another one of my ex-boyfriends, his family and I are still really close. But as the ex-girlfriend, it's certain rules and regulations. I don't know if y'all know these rules and regulations. Rule 1, do not fucking pop up on the holidays. Ex-girlfriends, you don't pop up on the holidays. Especially if you know he gonna be there or think he gonna be there. You come after him. You come early in the morning for dinner cook. You come the day before or the day after. Ex-girlfriends, stay your ass at home. Stay your ass at home. You don't want to be there with the new girlfriend unless you bring your new boyfriend. Because you don't want to look like you still want this nigga, because you probably left him alone. But you going to have to bring you somebody if you going over there to visit. Because if not, you still look like you lurking around. Next rule, I only have 2 families that I'm really close to. And his grandmother passed away, and his aunts, his grandmama, they my family. It's just no getting around it. It's I don't care if I get married, I'm still gonna be close with his family. And remember, Butterfly Boy is his family, so I'm super close to his family still, always will be. He's passed away, he's transitioned, and I'm still close with his family. I spoke at his funeral. We always just gonna be, that's just what that is. My other ex, his mother calls and wakes me up. We've been broke up for 10, 15 years. At least 10. His mama still texts me every morning, wake me up for work. She just texted me a few minutes ago. I mean, like, we just gonna be what it is. But I do not show up on holidays. If they having a family function, I don't really go. If they have like girls' day and they say, hey, we doing girls' day, I know he ain't gonna be there. Then I will show up where they at because they always invite me. They never forgot my birthday, never forgot Christmas, never forgot Mother's Day. We just tight like that. So it kind of depends, but you always gotta remember those two families are an exception. But most families are gonna side with their ugly, bald head ass, funky ass brother. That's their brother. You know what I'm saying? I have three brothers. I have two brothers and a step so I got three brothers. He ain't no step brother. But if they wrong, I'm in their ass. Like I don't hold nobody up and I don't play with them. But you gotta remember, they family be they fucking family, and they family gonna lie for them. They family gonna sit up and act like they your fucking friend. They family gonna get information about you. They family gonna know all your business because he over there pillow talking and they over there listening. So they know your business. So you gotta make sure that you don't tell them. You gotta. Besides them two families, I ain't really been able to trust nobody else. Like, what I mean by that, them two families were the kind of family, if he wrong, they having a whole intervention. They gonna tell him about himself. They gonna get him together. You really don't find that, especially here in St. Louis. They got a Mississippi Southern hospitality. One of them live in Illinois, one of them live in Missouri. But they was raised by old people. They got old parents. They got old grandmamas. They got, big like families who don't mind telling you dead ass wrong. Like, that's important to me. And I've only accounted two families like that in my yeah, keep it cute, keep it cordial. His family ain't your friends. I had two, right? And then I had a guy that I dated, and then me and his sister was cool. We cool. But I mean, I practically live with these two families. Like, we was together every day. We was together every weekend. We was together every holiday. I hadn't had no other families that I was super close to like that. And they honest. They more like me. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, you wrong. I don't care if she there, she ain't there. What you do to her? You need to apologize. You dead ass wrong. You need to say you saw. That's how his family was. And I think I'm like that too. So I think that's how we ended up kind of bonding. But don't get it twisted. These mamas be everybody fucking mamas. They'll be over here. That's my daughter. You leave the new bitch on the phone. Miss New Booty calling. Like, don't get that shit twisted. And a sister, my brothers got four sisters. Right? You ain't finna, you got one girlfriend, and that's who we friends with. You better not bring nobody around. My brothers ain't brought nobody around us, and it's four of us. Because it's disrespectful for one. It's disrespectful. And for two, if somebody do that to us, you'll be having a whole motherfucking heart attack. So you got to be mindful of the company that people are. And if people over here in St. Louis say shit like, they ain't got nothing to do with me, I mind my business. When I start finding to mind my business, bitch, then I need to for real start paying attention. Because not only now you listening to him talk about me, you listen to me talk about him, so you trying to, you in the middle. You ain't on nobody's side, so you ain't helping the situation. It's not like you listening so you can come to a conclusion and bring us together. You listening just have something to do. So you got to be mindful of these people and their goddamn families. So if you broke up with him and you ain't real close, if y'all ain't got no kids, mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. My ex-boyfriend, one of my ex-boyfriends, got some nephews, and we call them the nephews. They are nephews. But if we stop talking, I'm cool with their mama. So if I needed to see them, I don't got to go through him to see them. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with his sisters. We cool. But I have never been confused about who people belong to. In my family, we gonna pretty much take the girl side. So may sound a little biased, but all my brother's girlfriends been around for 20 years. My other brother married. He been married for 20 some years. So we don't kiki in bitches' faces. If they know not to bring no bitch around me, who the fuck is this bitch? Who is this? Where is such and such? Like, we ain't got a problem with getting that shit straight. But you know, families ain't really like that no more. They gonna stick around that nigga right or wrong. That's my bro. I don't give a fuck. He dead motherfucking wrong. Dead motherfucking wrong. So the question was, do you think if you want to hang around them, hang around them? If you genuinely have a connection with them outside of him, then that's another story. But most people be friends with the people's family because they with the people. Like if it wasn't no them, what y'all do together? Do y'all hang out together? Like, do y'all have the same communication style? Same sense of humor? Like you have to kind of think about outside of him, what do y'all have in common? So if y'all still got a lot of things in common, you enjoy their company and all of this kind of stuff, of course stay their friend. Like don't diss some cool chicks in your life because you and him not working. So I would definitely say if they good peoples, hang with them. If you was just hanging with them because you was fucking their peoples, then it's just like that. Another question. How do you this is a funny question. Dating at 50. I will be 50 soon, and dating is a clusterfuck. I got on this app, and my age limit is, I think I said, I'm 40. How am I? I'm 49. I just turned 49 last month. So I think my age limit was 38 to 55. So, and would I consider dating online? Yeah, I consider it. I would definitely consider dating online. I don't have a problem with that at all. I'm really trying to, I don't like to use the word trying, but I am very conscious of what comes out of my mouth. And I almost said, I prefer him to live far away. When my daughter was in school, I wouldn't get too serious in relationships because I'm going through womanhood training with her. I'm trying to get her out of high school and college. And relationships is a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like you to be in a relationship with somebody, I mean, like you got to put in hella effort. And I just didn't have hella effort. I wanted a boyfriend who lived out of town so I could go out of town and see my boyfriend. And sometimes I still prefer to have a boyfriend out of town. I'm scared to date online. I ain't, like, again, I'm not scared. I think that if you are going, I mean, like, if you meet, what's the difference? If you meet somebody somewhere and then you go out on a date with them, what would be the difference of you meeting somebody and you going on a date with them? Now, mind you, my friends are going to be over at the next table and I'm not leaving with him. You know what I'm saying? We gonna eat at the restaurant, and then he going on leave, and I going on leave in my own car, and my friends are there. So it's not like I'm gonna be somewhere over somebody's house or he coming over my house. That type of thing. We not doing none of that. We're smarter than that. But dating online, I don't think. I'm not opposed. I'm gonna say I'm not opposed to dating online because the chances of me meeting somebody here could be very, very slim to none. So dating online, putting yourself out there, and I did something. I did something that I usually don't do. I put open in my relationship status, and I'm going to tell you why. The older that you are, the smaller picking of men that you have. And most men my age are married or are already married or in jail. Here in St. Louis, I think the census thing said it was like 13 to 14 single women to one eligible single man. So I left it open. I would prefer a brown man, preferably black, like this shirt, because that's what I like. But most men black like this shirt have a complex and they got white baby mamas and white girlfriends. So that's why you don't see that many chocolate little boys around here no more, because the fine chocolate black men, they had a complex in childhood and they do the they digs. But I would prefer to be with a man of color. But if not, it's cool. I ain't having no more babies, so we good. We good. So we have to kind of start thinking outside the box if we really want to start dating, especially middle-aged women, because it's new makes and models coming out every single day. What does that mean? Men that my age is dating people that's 30. So it's like maybe I need to go to another region. Not much of a difference meeting someone online in person. Yeah, you're gonna have to vet him out. You're gonna have to see what he's talking about. You're gonna have to see if this working out. You're gonna have to see, if y'all got stuff compatible. I met somebody on the dating site, and we was just texting. So he asked for my phone number. I gave him my phone number. So we texting, and he goes, he ain't called me. So I'm like, you married? He was like, yeah. Aren't you? Hell no. So I said, what's going on? He said, I'm married. I said, well, you don't need another woman. You need therapy. He said, I've been married for 22 years. I don't need you to tell me what I need. I did you a favor. I couldn't have not told you. What? What? Just a whole asshole. A whole asshole. So you got to be very mindful of people online and in person. Like you just don't know people like that, and you don't know what you're getting into. And I think I think it can work. Nina met her husband online, and he's an engineer and no kids, and he cute. You know what I'm saying? Like people meet people online. My friend Mindy met her husband online. Like people meet people online. People meet people online. People get married from meet people online. People have blind dates and meet somebody. One of my favorite of this boyfriends. He's deceased now. Actually, I got two deceased boyfriends. One of them I met. He was a carpenter fixing my friend's house, and then the other one I was driving. He was driving down the street. I was getting out of my car. So I was getting out of my car. They car was going this way. Or they car was going this way. But his friend saw me first. He was on the passenger side. I promise. I didn't even know who his friend. He looked at me. I looked at him. Dundada. That was that what they call it, serendipity. I think it's a serendipity. Honey, I'll mess up a word. But when we saw each other, we just knew that this was that. So those two was just happenstance, but I don't really meet a lot of people on happenstance because I'm always going somewhere and always doing something. Um, Question was, this is supposed to be a New Year's video. I'm just answering some of y'all questions. Y'all asked a whole bunch of questions, and y'all gonna go to when I get ready to sign up for the Loving Myself challenge. I want y'all to be in it because I'm gonna talk about some deep stuff in there. I just really can't talk about it online because we don't know who all online. But yeah, and the death of Tracy Braxton made me real sad because she was my favorite Braxton, and it just feels like she never really got a fair shake. And she was so funny. I love her. She was my favorite Braxton, and her death seems personal. And I thought it was just me, but everybody said that her death seems personal. So that was that was that was a little thick for me. It was a little thick for me. So coming up on New Year's, I was just kind of dealing with a whole bunch. I told y'all that somebody stole my baby's car. I'm like, how they got all these $600,000 houses next door, this one over here, that one over there, and y'all got somebody stealing cars? What kind of shit is that? The crime is everywhere. It's a car. It could be replaced. It was paid for. We all right. We ain't tripping. But yeah, Tracy Braxton was the realest. Like she was the realest. Her and Trina, it seemed like the one be saying house. Come over your house. The fuck me wrong, Trina. It's a house. Come over your house. Her and Tracy just always seems like the eyeballs out all the time. Like they were always making fun of them two. And it was like Tony and Tamar was super tight. Tawana just kind of got in the middle. And those two was like the ones who kind of had it rough. But I'm so glad they was always together on that show. And Trina always would listen to Tracy and apologize to him. I love Tracy, but they treated her so wrong. Girl, yeah. I ain't like that. I ain't like that. And then I've been looking back at these shows, and I've been looking like, why was y'all always laughing at Tracy and being mean to Tracy? Y'all always just being mean. Especially Tamar. I'm always being mean. On that show, I don't know what the hell was going on. What plans do you have for this summer? Traveling. I'm going to do some traveling, but not a whole lot. When I turn, if I'm still here next year, I think I'm going to do some traveling. Yeah, ask me, do I travel by myself? All the time. All I want to do is travel by myself. Now, I can't travel with folks. Tracy would check Tamar. Yeah, she needed to be checked. I don't travel too much with folks. You don't see me. You see me dolo on an airplane, and I'm going to tell you why. My friend Denise, Kamisha, about it. People like, hey, you want to go with me out of town? Because the worst place, I don't know if my niece is still on here, but the worst place to get into it with a bitch is out of town. Because, bitch, I don't know nobody here, and you don't know nobody here. Bitch, no, I don't want to go nowhere with you. And then, too, I get up late. I don't like people talking. I don't like people doing nothing until I get up. I'm not a good travel buddy. I'm not a good travel buddy. Now, I go to an event with you, but you talking about we just go, what we finna do? If we ain't got no itinerary or no agenda, no, I just want to go to events with people. I don't travel, no. I'm going to go, my friend Trish, her family live in Michigan. That's one place I said I was going. And shit, she coming from somewhere else, so I'll be traveling by myself there too. If I'm going to somebody's house or going to a thing, then it's something. But just traveling, no. Denise, Kamisha. I've been knowing Kamisha since we was 1 and 2. I've been knowing her for 48 years. Nah, I was 2, she was 1. So I've been knowing her for 47 years. And Denise, I've been knowing her for 20 years. I ain't travel with nobody else besides my kids. No. You always see me on the airplane by myself. I only be traveling by myself. Now, if I get a husband, hopefully he got a passport and he like to fly. Because that last one I was dating, he likes to keep it on the ground, honey. And I likes to keep it in the air. I'm going to say this is a hard no. But this me. You want to go into business with your boyfriend of 2 years. That's it, no. Do I think it's a good idea? No. Now, if he wants to start a business, then you can go and help him. You ain't got to give him no money, but you can assist him in stuff. But starting a business together after 2 years, and you said boyfriend. You ain't say fiance or no husband. No. No, I don't think that's a smart idea. Or if you want to start the business, then maybe he can help you and assist. But together, I wouldn't suggest it. I wouldn't suggest it. Not a full-fledged business partner. I wouldn't suggest it, but that's you. That's up to you. Don't listen to me. You have to do what you think is right. But I would say no. Mm-mm. Do I still want to live in my tiny house? No. I've been talking about a tiny house since I've been on YouTube. Now I can get one, and I don't think I want one. I've been talking this. I want a container house, but I've been talking about a tiny house since I've been on YouTube since 2008. And no, I don't think I want one. Oh my God, I slumber party. I didn't know it was this late. Okay, y'all, I'm gotta get out here in a little while. I think some of y'all just asked the same questions. Yeah, we got this challenge on the 28th, so y'all make sure that y'all come. And do y'all got questions for me? Actually, on Instagram, y'all can jump on the live if y'all got any questions. Y'all can raise y'all hands or hit that little question mark at the bottom and put your questions up, and I'll read them out loud. Or if you want to get on the live, I can bring you on the live. They don't do that on YouTube. Oh, you guys did ask me about a YouTube reunion. I would definitely want to get all the old school people in there, like Black Lacquer, Philly Diva, African Export, Beautiful Brown Baby Doll, Terry 916. All my girls. Where my girls at? From front to back. That would be really, really fun if we had a YouTube reunion. I met a whole bunch of dope chicks from YouTube. And I'm always going over their house. Thank you, Roshine Lill. She said, good live. This is my New Year's slumber party. Thank y'all for hanging out with me so long. Y'all ain't got no questions for me? I think y'all answered them. Y'all sent them to me, and I answered. But if y'all had any more questions, I'm just sitting here chilling, snacking at the slumber party. Y'all know what happened in a minute. I start doing this. Start taking off stuff. Y'all know what that means. Yeah, African Export got married and moved, and ain't nobody heard from her since, because I had her phone number. I don't know what. Color Me Beautiful. That's my girl, Ebony. Got her phone number too. Back in the day, we used to, them vloggers, them YouTubers, we used to give each other phone numbers. We used to have party lines going on. We would click over and call somebody else. Remember Kimmy Tube? Man, YouTube used to be something. YouTube used to be a whole vibe. It really did. It was more freedom of speech, less censorship, and more sisterhood. So that's what I do miss about that's what I miss about YouTube. I miss the camaraderie. I miss the family. I just miss the realness of YouTube. Now it's a whole production. They got background singers and shit, theme music, and it's a lot. It's a lot. And then everybody gonna get on here. I miss that YouTube. I miss that YouTube too. I'm finna be a vlogger and I'm gonna be rich. Bitch, what? Like, bitch, what? It was a lady had got on one of my lives and she said she wanted to start a YouTube channel. I was like, why you gonna start it? She was like, because what? It's gonna take a while. It's definitely gonna take a while. Like, you're not gonna get on YouTube tomorrow and be YouTube famous. It just usually don't happen unless you're 6 years old and play with baby dolls or some shit. But like for adults, especially people of color, it just does not usually happen like